All right, there we go. Okay, and just to get our bodies warmed up, we're just gonna basically march in place. So if you can, march your legs, and then we'll also be moving our arms in a marching motion. So go ahead and get started. And do what you're able to do. If you are lifting your legs, you're gonna wanna engage that core. So really be thinking about that. Move with intention. There you go, looks good. All righty. Okay, now we're gonna do a twist. I'd like you to put your hands right here on your hips, and then we're gonna turn our body. First time going to the right. Gonna get some of that mobility in our spine. We did our neck already, so we're gonna get the spine. Then we're going to the left. All right, back to the right. And again to the left. We're gonna do one more round of those. To the right here. All right, and then back left. Nice work. All right, now we're gonna get some arm circles going. So arms out to the side. And then, hi there, welcome.
Hi.
Cyndy, you're here just in time. We're just getting started. So we're just doing some warm-up exercises. How are you feeling?
Microphone's off.
Are you, I
had it muted.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm doing all right, thanks.
All right, great. Well, welcome. I'm glad you could join us.
What's your name again?
My name is Cyndy.
Hi, Cyndy.
Hi, I run some of the climbing programming. But today I'm helping with the general fitness class.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so welcome. You're just in time for some arm circles. So what we're doing is we're putting our arms out to the side, just like this. I want you to put your shoulder blades down. Don't let your shoulders right up. I want you to tuck them down. And then we're gonna move nice, slow circles. I'm going forward. And these don't look like they'd be hard, but you really start to feel it in the shoulder. All right, let's rest our arms down for 3 seconds. All right, and back up. Now we're gonna go backwards, you guys. So, and my palms are flat to the ground. I'm tucking my shoulders. Again, I'm tucked in my back pockets there. And I'm doing some nice arm circles to the back. Very nice. All right, how do those feel?
Feels good.
You feel it right in your shoulders? I know.
Yeah, I really need to strengthen that, so it's good.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're just doing the warm up. So we're gonna do a tricep warm up. So you're just gonna put your arm up behind your back. My palm is kind of flat against the back of my neck there. And then you can just place your hand on your other elbow. And you can give some gentle pressure, but I don't want you to pull too hard. We're just doing some nice gentle stretching. All right, we're gonna release that down. And we're gonna do the other arm up and back. And then if you're able to, then reach up and you can grab your other elbow and give it just a gentle pressure. And again, my core is engaged, so be thinking about that. You really want to keep that core nice and tight. All right, and then release those arms down. All right, you guys, now we're gonna do some windmills, okay? It's another shoulder warm up, and we're just gonna basically move your arm in a windmill motion. We're gonna do one at a time. I'm coming forward, trying to get some good mobility here. Looks good. All right, we'll do 2 more, and then we're gonna do the other side. All right, nice work. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. Coming forward.
Make sure I'm not knocking anything over.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Make sure you got lots of room around you.
And one more.
We're gonna do a couple more of these.
Uh-oh, I better move my glass.
Yeah, we don't want any spills.
I know I have an exercise rod. I've hit things with them like, oh man.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do that marching one more time, you guys, okay? Because that's a good all body warm up. So I just want you to, if you're able to, march your legs in place like this. And we're also gonna be pumping our arms like so.
This is,
And while we're doing this, keep that core tight.
yeah, I need to work on that too.
Do what you can. Do what you can. If you need to make smaller steps, then you can do smaller. You can do smaller steps or smaller movements. If you're feeling pretty refreshed, then you can make those movements a little bit bigger. Do what works for you.
I couldn't move my legs at all last year, so I'm doing good.
You are. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're moving.
All right, now we're gonna do a shoulder warm up. That's where we're gonna bring our arm across the body, just like this, and then apply some gentle pressure with the other hand, just like this. This is another good shoulder warm up. All right, we'll go ahead and release. Bring your other arm up. Again, get some gentle pressure.
It feels good.
Yeah, yeah. Good to move, doesn't it? Okay, we're gonna do the right hand side again. Okay, release, and we'll do the other side.
I'm in a power chair.
Okay.
And I just got home from the hospital a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3.
Okay.
And I'll fill in the next when we get another pause.
Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem at all. All right. And then let's see. Are you ready? Okay. Actually, Craig is ready to take over. Do you want to finish your story?
Well, no, I was going to say I'm sore, but I'm lucky that I'm doing all right because my wheelchair ended up sliding into a ditch.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and it landed. It's 350 pounds was on top of me.
Oh, my God.
Just bruises, but I'm feeling it. And I'm like, oh, man, I feel that, but not in bad way.
Well, I hope you heal up okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing good. It's just bruises. I'm a tough cookie, but
Yeah.
Those are heavy chairs for that to fall on top. You could have.
Yeah, that's really tough.
They couldn't find me, and I was lucky. I could use my left hand, and they could call for help. But
oh my gosh!
Quick thing. I said somehow the week before I said I pushed the whatever on my phone says I don't know assisted dialing or something. Like sure, why not? Well, yeah. At the time I said because I couldn't get my hand to work to dial 911, and I said I really wish this phone would dial 911 for me. And then at that point, I just and ended up dialing. I guess
that's so cool.
Technology, I tell you what, I mean that's amazing.
Yeah, you got like a Google Assistant or something like that on your phone, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell them where you were.
I was eventually able to, and they were looking for me because they knew me, but I was far in the ditch. They didn't know. They couldn't see me. But they found me finally. So and
that's great.
So
I'm glad you're okay.
Me too.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna let Craig take over, and then I'll see you guys at the end part. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna keep it out of the ditch now for the rest of this.
Talking about, I love nature.
I told these guys I'm Craig DeMartino. I'm the National Climbing Manager. So, and that was Cyndy. She's my wife. So we do the climbing programs all around the country together. And down here.
Awesome.
Yeah, good stuff. So, everything we're gonna do probably about 10 exercises. I'm going to do them very slowly because this is our first week. So these will be nice and slow. The biggest thing I want you to focus on is as I sit here, right? I'm trying to stay as rooted into the chair as I can. So I'm trying to keep my posture good. So I'm not like tipping back. I'm not going forward. So I want you to just really focus on the movements from the waist up, but keeping this core tight. So whatever you can work within your core, you'll hear me say that, and you'll hear Cyndy say that. Even if we're bending forward to do we'll do something called a hip touch. So where you'll go down to the floor and come back up and touch your hips. When you're doing that, as I do that, I keep my core tight the whole way as I bend down and bend back up. Because what that does is it keeps you nice and strong. So that way you don't slip, you don't go sideways, you don't hurt your back. So we always want to be in a nice, safe, comfortable position, but we also want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves. We don't want an injury. So I use cans for weights. You can use, the more we do this as the winter goes on, You can use weights if you wish to, if you want to kind of work up, you can use bands. I just find these are really easy to get. Like most people will have some kind of arm weights are great. Like just something to give a little bit of resistance is not a bad idea. But today, if you don't want to do that, don't even worry about it. So what we're going to start with is, let me look over here. We're going to do something I call jump rope. So Cyndy started to do it when she was doing arms like this. What we're going to do is, if you just picture yourself holding a jump rope out to your sides like this, fists are closed. All we're going to do is we're going to be doing tight wrists like this. If you can lift your knees up at all, you want to be lifting your knees as you do it. And as you're doing that, it's all coming from your core. So these are, yes, these are turning, but the core is what's lifting it up. If you can't lift your legs up, when you make that rotation, you want to tighten that core. And we're going to do 10 forward and we're going to do 10 back. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Keep your hands in front of you. Now we're going to go backwards. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to do something called flies. I call them can flies. So with my little cans or without my cans, arms are going to be down at your waist down here, right? Perfectly straight. And we're going to come up like a bird, like we're trying to take off. And as you come up, don't go past. You want to come out to a 90. So if you go past, that's when you hurt your joint up here. So we don't want to tear that labrum. So we just want to come up to there and stop. You'll feel it. All of a sudden, you'll feel like it'll get hard. There's a reason it gets hard. We don't want to go past there. So we're going to do 10 of those, guys. If you don't have cans, then you want your hands out flat. So as flat as you can get them, because again, it's like a bird trying to take off. So we're going to do 10 of those. When you come down, it's a complete stop at the bottom. Don't smack into yourself, because it's just that'll hurt your shoulder as well. So we're going to do 10 of these as well. Here we go. 1, 2, that's great. 3, 4, 5, keep that core tight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That was awesome. Now we're gonna do shoulder circles with weights. We'll use the cans again. If you don't have the cans, then your hands are closed. So shoulder circles, Cyndy was doing like this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do bigger ones to kind of really get that full range of motion. We're only gonna go forward. So if you're using weights, keep them at your side. If you're not using weights, then you're making fists. So keep those fists, because that'll keep your arms nice and tight. And we're going to be going big circles coming forward, but here again, not too high. So nice circles. We're going to do 10 of those. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, good. 9, 10. Good. Bring those arms back to center. Now we're going to do something called a row, a seated row. So with our cans or with our fists, we're going to reach out forward, come pretty far, and then we're going to pull it back in, just like we're rowing a boat or sitting on a rowing machine. But again, forward, nice and coming forward, back to here, and tucking my cans right to my kind of sides here. We're going to do 10 of those as well. Here we go. 1. Good. 3. Good. 4. 5. Good. 6. Lovely. 7. 8. 9. One more. 10. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do something called a tricep curl. So with our hands or with our closed fist, we're going to take our elbow and we're going to put it right back here, kind of by my ear, so it's straight out. I'm going to kind of control my shoulder joint, and then I'm going to lift up as straight as I can get it. So if you can only do a little, even if you can just stretch it, that's good. But if you can lift, you want to do a straight lift and just control that shoulder the whole time. And we're going to do 10 of those, guys. And it's almost like you're asking a question over and over, but we're going to just ask that. Good. So 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to switch sides. Same idea, feeling that shoulder. That weight hang down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to set those down. We're going to bring into a little core lifting now. So with our feet anchored on the ground again, we're going to just put our hands out in front of us, kind of straight out. I'm kind of not too high. And all we're going to do is we're going to lift as much as our legs we can. If our legs won't come off the floor, that's fine. We're just going to lift it from here. We're going to core up as much as we can, like we're trying to lift up into our hands. And what I'll do is I'll alternate and I'll just kind of go once, twice, right?
That's better. I can do that. It's easier.
It's okay. That's why we adapt these things. If you can't lift your legs up, if your legs are like, no, we're not going to do that, that's okay. You just core. All I do is like core up on that side and you'll get a bit of a kind of a or if you can clear the floor, that's fine too. We're going to do, let's do 10 on each side. So we'll do 20 total, but let's just go alternate. So you're not just like pounding on one side. And so we're going to go to 20, but we're only doing 10 on each side. So arms are nice and straight. And remember, we want those arms straight because that's going to work your shoulder as well. So here we go. Start on either side, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Lovely job. Okay, we're going to do, I kind of mentioned these before. We're going to do the hip touches. So in your seated position, rolling forward like you have a pivot point right here. We all do. Like my back is fused, so my pivot point not the same. Everybody's pivot point's different. So when I go forward, I kind of come a little higher because my lumbar's fused. So you'll see me kind of rotate funnier than normal, I think. But like just wherever your pivot point is, your arms are going to go down. You want to get them as close to the ground as you can. And then you're coming right back up to here, to your iliac crest. And we're going to do 10 of those guys. Nice and slow, though. I don't want you to like come whipping up and fall out of your chair. That's not the idea. Here we go.
I don't want to do that. Excuse me.
Nice and slow. 1, 2. That's awesome. 4,
5,
6, 7, 8,
9, 10.
And 10. Awesome. Okay, last one is kind of like a combo deal. We're going to do a row and a kind of a. So as we go into our row, we're just going to pull one leg up. Forward again, pull the other leg up. Here again, if you can't pull those feet off the ground, if they won't clear it, just as you come back, core up on one side that you're bringing up that one leg. We're going to do 10 of those guys. So it's going to be a far reach, pull it up, tap, far reach, pull it up, tap. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of those guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
1,
7, 8. 9.
This is challenging.
Coordination, right? It's good. It makes your body kind of move in different ways that we're not used to, which is a good thing. Now we're going to do some crunch twists. So from that seated again, all we're going to do is we're going to twist into our trunk. So whichever way you want to start doesn't matter to me. But when you're doing the twist, I want you to core up that whole middle ground. You just want to I use the chair when I do this because I like to just give me a little bit more leverage. So you're not going to hurt yourself. It's just a nice, gentle twist. And I'm just trying to move my shoulders in line. So I can't get them in line, but I can get them close. And so what you want to do is just a nice, gentle twist. And we're going to hold that twist for 10 seconds on each side. And we're going to switch then. So here we go. Twist into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now go a little further. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch sides now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now come back to center. Now because you just warmed your spine up a lot, we're gonna do kind of side over bends. So I keep my hands on my hips, kind of right here. It kind of gives me more balance. And I just want you to kind of, again, it's like that pivot we did forward to the sides. We're gonna do 10 on each side. So we're gonna go 1, 2, like a metronome, but nice and slow. Again, nobody's flying out of their chair here. So here we go. 10 on each side, you're gonna hear 20 count. Here we go. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lied. We did 6.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're going to repeat 2 of these right now. We're going to do those jump ropes, kind of swinging the jump ropes. And again, we're going to lift our feet if we can. So if we can core up and bring our feet up, we're going to do that. So we're going to do 10 of those guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to do flies again. So nice, easy can flies like a bird. And again, we're going to do 10 of these guys. Excellent. Here we go. A little bit forward on our chairs, all the way up to the 90, but not past. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to sit back and we're going to go right into our rows, where our rows are going to come straight back to our hips. I'm going to use my cans again. We're going to do 10 of these guys. Here we go. 2, good. 3, 4, 5. Excellent. 7. Excellent. 9. One more. 10. Fantastic. This is awesome. Okay, so Cyndy's going to come back in. Cyndy's going to work on a couple. So like what we warmed up, like all the big muscle groups, then we work on those same big muscle groups. And then hopefully what we do is kind of cool them off a little bit so that you're not getting cramps, things like that. What you're doing right now, drinking water, is a fantastic idea. Make sure you drink a lot of water. So just being active again, it's always a good idea to drink water anyway, but it'll help our joints. It'll help us feel better. There you go. Thanks, you guys. Check the calendar. These are happening every week now. So make sure you check the calendar. You see what's coming, what's going, what's happening. Plug yourself in.
Are we every other week?
Cyndy and I are like every other week. Yes.
Yeah, and there's yoga next week. Yeah.
Next week, which is awesome.
And chair yoga. Yeah.
Super cool. It's like 45 minutes of chair yoga, which is super
I love her. She's such a good teacher. She's really nice. And you guys are great too. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep checking the calendars because they update them pretty regular. And I think we're booking everything out all the way through February. We had a meeting this morning.
Oh, wow. It was just December so far, but okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cyndy will
Yeah.
take it to you. Thanks, you guys.
I'm signed up for all of November, so we'll see you again next week, next 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Thank
That
you.
sounds good.
Thank
that sounds
you.
good. All right, so I'm going to do a cool down with you guys. Like Craig said, I'm also rooted into the chair and I've got my feet flat on the ground. So you did a lot of shoulder stuff today, so I really want to focus on our arms to cool down. So first, I just want to do some rolls, some nice gentle rolls. So I'm just coming forward and coming back like this. So up and back, just rolling those shoulders. And when I'm going to the back here, I always think of like tucking them in my back pocket. So I'm going up and around, nice big circles there. We're gonna do 10 of those. I kind of lost count. I think that's 8. I'm gonna call this 9.
Works for me.
10. All right, now we're gonna go forward with those. So same, we're doing the opposite motion. So we're going from the back to the front, or if you already did that, then do the opposite. You have to really concentrate on that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to go all the way around.
It is. Okay, that's 10. All right, we're gonna do some shoulder circles again. Okay, arms out straight to the side here. And we're gonna do some medium large ones, just like this. Slow.
Move my
Watch
water.
watch your water. What was that?
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh man.
All
That's
right.
one of the things I lost with my core.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
been actually needing to work on.
That's easy to do. That's easy to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna rest. Give our arms a few seconds break. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do some wiggle.
Shake it up.
Shake it out. Arms really loose.
Yeah.
That feels good. All
It
right,
does.
arms up again. We're gonna go backwards. We're gonna do 10 of them. And medium to large. 7, 9, and 10. All right, nice job, you guys. All right, let's do a couple trunk twists here. We're gonna turn. I've got my hands sitting square on my hips. I've got a tight core, and I'm gonna rotate to the side, really engaging that core. Come back to the other side. And we want to do these nice and slow because we're trying to cool our bodies down. And then back to the right again. And to the left. All right, and back center. And then we're gonna do some hand stretches. So just bring your arms straight forward like this. I'm just gonna give a gentle pull on those fingers.
That's interesting.
Yeah, these are some climber stretches that I really like. And you're gonna switch to the other hand. Keep that shoulder seated down.
I'm just like, we didn't really do it with our
I
hands.
can really feel that in my wrist.
Yeah, you can feel it up your whole arm.
Yeah.
We're gonna repeat that one more time on each side.
I was a setter, so you know, and this is, yeah, this is one of the.
All right, and back the other way. You can see our one dog walking through here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
He hurt his paw today. He's limping on his front saw. So
Yeah, I saw him when he was coming up the stairs. I could see him favoring it.
we got home a few hours ago, and that had just shown